All right, so let's take a look at how the market did this week and how I did this week. All right, my first stock here is AI. Let's look at the chart. For the week, we are down. We have a symbol that looks like an upside down hammer here, and doesn't look very strong. So that's concerning. I've been able to roll this down from like $30.50, and now it's continuing to go down. So it's something to continue to monitor. I've made a decent amount of money on it. Let's look at the daily chart here. So you can see there's a strong momentum down. We're seeing volume start to lighten up here. So I think we could start to see a bottom, but let's add a drawing here. So we can see that it's broken this resistance level. So that's not a good sign. So we need to find a new bottom on this chart. It broke all of my resistance, so I think we're going to, we could see it continue to go down. And so what I need to do is continue to roll my puts down and continue to chase the premium. That's what I'm going for. So let's see what I did on my order chains. So I didn't make any adjustments for AI this week. I did the January 19th put on the 3rd, and I just kept it at $28. So I'm going to wait till next week to make a move on AI with 28. So far, through the new year, I've been rolling AI. It's continuing to go down on a trend, but I'm still able to collect my premiums. All right, next we're looking at DraftKings. DraftKings has been on a downward trend as well. I got assigned at $37.50, and what I'm doing now is selling calls at $37 and $37.50, collecting the premium. I think we're starting to see a bottom here, and then we could see upward momentum after this week. So we'll see. Again, yeah, we're seeing that downward trend here, touching the 200 SMA. So we could see, some resistance here and maybe a push back up to the highs. So we'll just keep an eye on that. Again, I'm just selling my calls. Let's take a look at the order chain here. So I rolled from January 12th to January 26th, and I collected 11 cents. So that's what I did this week for DraftKings. And again, right now, what I'm doing is pretty well rolling my positions because the prices have gone down. So I'm kind of stuck in these stocks, but still able to collect the premiums. So we can see Palantir here on the week. It actually had a recovering week. So it's up. Look at the daily. We see a somewhat of a bounce after its sharp decline. It touched that resistance line, the upward trending line here. We had a touch and lift off. So we could see a continuation up and hopefully up to the highs. We'll see what happens next week, but we did see a good sign here this week on Palantir. We'll take a look at the order chain. So I've got my 1750 call, which used to be a 1750 put. I rolled that into January 19th. So that was something that I did this week. I did the same thing for my 1850 call, rolled it into January 19th, and that's all I did for Palantir. Again, not a whole lot of activity. I'm just rolling my current positions into the next week. So I'm trading my time to collect the premium. Next is SoFi. We can see SoFi had it continue to go down this week. It had some resistance here and then still went down to the 200 SMA. So that is concerning. We're seeing increasing selling volume. So we need to be looking for a bottom on SoFi as well. I'm in with 200 shares at $8.13. And the option chain here, I have my $9 put, which I rolled into January 19th. And then I have my two $8 calls that I decided to roll for $28. I got a 14-cent credit with two contracts there. So I decided to roll it for additional income. So let's look at the overall market. Let's see how the S&P 500 did this week. All right, so we can see here that the S&P 500, we have a red candle here. I think we see a little bit of indecision here. We had a recovery, so it was on its way down, but we can see it made kind of a cup and made a recovery here back up to near the all-time highs. So we'll see what comes out of this week. I think it'll be pretty telling with the overall market once we see if this candle is going to make it to an all-time high or not. So as of right now, my net liquidation is $15,432. I started the year off with roughly $16,100. So I'm down, but I've been collecting my income. So my realized gain so far this year is $620.97. And again, even though that the value of my portfolio is down, I'm still collecting income like I expected. So I'm just, it'd be really nice to have the market up and my positions up so my value is up. But under the surface here, I'm still collecting that income. So if you can imagine, it's kind of like you own a house and you're renting it out and you're getting that monthly income for the rent, but your house value is down. That's a similar situation to where I'm at right now. Is I'm still collecting income, I'm collecting that rent payment, but the value of the house is down. The value of that asset is down. So I'll see you all next week for the next recap.